Hi guys, and welcome back to Factorio Vanilla. This is episode 23. So last time we got our blue circuit set up and we've started to see them being produced down here. And we were going to, let's take a look, we were going to make some power armor. Now, in a multiplayer map, I would probably automate this, but doing it single player, there's not much point because if you destroy your power armor, it's probably because you're dead. And if you're dead, well, the game ends, you can't do much about it. So, because of that, we're not going to bother automating any of the power armor or any of the equipment because we're only going to make most of it once. So in that case, I think we're just going to run around, grab the bits we need, and then make it. And after that, we can take a look at taking care of some of the biters, like... oh, that's a lot of them up there. They look like they're spawning ready to create a new base. But yeah, we're going to be taking care of some of those, and we'll probably take care of some of these as well, and then build a wall across there, because we're getting to the point now where we've now got robots being produced. We're going to have power armor in a moment. We can start ramping up what we're doing and start making blueprints, start automating things a lot more efficiently. So how much do we need and how much we've got? We need 40, we've got 26 at the moment, so we'll have to give that another minute or two to complete. In the meantime, we didn't do any research at all last session, so let's set that up now. What do we want? We could go for Assembly Machines 3. That would probably not be too useful for us right now. What else have we got? Substations could be useful. Personal robots, that's something we definitely want to have. So let's grab that. And while we're waiting for the other blue circuits to produce, let's run down here and get some of the alien goop that we're going to want. And is there anything in my inventory that we can dump for the time being? Yeah, we're not going to need quite all this pipe for now. Probably won't want quite that many chemical plants either, or the wood. Wood is no use at all now. Coal, I'm sure we can find something to do with coal. And we want to put these blue science packs back into the labs when we pass there next as well. So, running back to here, let's see, do we have enough yet, or are we still just slightly short? It looks like we are ever so slightly short, because we want, I've forgotten, we want 40, we've got 33, so what can we do in the meantime to bulk this up? Well, we've got enough green circuits, plastic and copper coming up, so that's not a problem. But we do need more red circuits, so how can we approach that problem? I think it might be worth, just while we wait for this quickly, doubling up on our red circuits, and then we can... that was personal robots done. Once we've got our red circuits doubled up, we can then have everything we need to go on from there. But in the meantime, we're wanting to move towards laser turrets overall, so let's grab some laser turret shooting speed and we can get some damage as well at the same time. Now, where can we put all this? I think we are going to want to insert onto the same belt. So I'll have to see if I can make this work like that. Just thinking about this for a second. That will actually produce everything we need for both of these, so let's rip all this up. And we'll locate it one space closer to the line. So these two will both be long-hand inserters, which we're going to need some more long-hand inserters along the way, which means we need more iron. So I think grabbing the logistics system next would be a good plan, because now that we can... Actually, that's something we should do in a moment, is we should actually automate the production of roboports. But once we've got logistics systems, we can then start to move away from needing... I think having the centralised bus is a good plan still, but we can move away from having quite these sort of fiddly inserts and things. But while we look at this as well, I'll come back to this bit in a bit, because that's not much fun to deal with. But we've now got enough to produce more long-hand inserters. Will it be enough? We will find out in a moment, but we're going to want to grab the copper in from there, put it back on this side, and then all of these will do exactly the same, just coming in from the other end. So, if we line this up a moment, is that right? Yeah, it must be. Just didn't look quite correct to me for a moment there. But we can then just duplicate all this up to one side, and I've just spotted we've got a fairly severe power shortage going on, so that's something else we want to address fairly quickly. Particularly as we move towards using laser turrets rather than gun turrets, power shortages will become, well, critical fairly fast. Because without power, you can't have lasers. So we also need to bring in our green circuits and our plastic up here somewhere, which means we're going to need to do something about this, because that's not going to work anymore. Now that's where this problem becomes an issue. So, I think between episodes I'm going to come in and I'll tidy this up a bit. Which means that for the meantime we're going to lay the belt for this, but then not actually hook it in. So it seems a little bit wasteful, but it'll remind me it needs to be done. So, okay. How are we doing with getting our blue circuits ready? We've got plenty there now, so we can grab those. What else do we need in order to make the power suit? We need the electric engines and we need some steel. Well, we've got plenty of steel over here, so let's just grab a handful. There you go. And our electric engines, if you remember from last time, are being produced somewhere around... Where were they? Somewhere around there, I think. So if we head back down... And fortunately not been hit by a train yet, but hopefully that will continue. So on the run across, I've been thinking about the channel and how it's developing so far. And so far we've not used any intro graphics or outro graphics. We've got the channel name, which is LitGeek, and obviously you can see the name up there, LitGeek. But we've not got any graphics on the page itself. There's nothing to indicate sort of who we are or what we do. And I'm not convinced that LitGeek is a name that I'm entirely happy with. It was more a last minute choice when I started the channel. So over the next few days I'm going to be thinking about a different name for myself, one that actually reflects who I want to be and who I portray myself as online. So we'll come back to that one in the future, but I've just spotted a problem. I've been a little bit silly there. We've forgotten to hook our green circuits in, so at the moment these engines aren't actually producing anything. So let's fix that now. And that will mean turning these around. And then we're going to need more long-hand inserters to output. So we don't want hundreds of these. I think 2 stacks will probably be fine. So is this now producing? Yes, it is. But obviously our technology is just finished. What have we got? We've now got logistics system in place. So let's get some of the other power armor stuff going on, so that way we can actually build the stuff as soon as it's ready. But what was I saying? Oh yeah. So it's going to take us a few seconds to make the rest of the power armor stuff now. because we need how many? 20 electric units, and they take 20 seconds each, so obviously there's 400 seconds, we've got 2 lots of them, 200, so just over 3 minutes. So in the meantime, while we wait for those, we don't have any others ready, do we? No. Can we grab any from here? No, because they've all, well, mostly used up already. So that's a shame. And how are these coming along? Well, that's filled up as well. That's good. Let's grab some construction robots, because that way, as soon as we do have a power armor suit, we can build what we need for that one as well. But in the meantime, let's run along and... do we have any iron on us? No. Let's grab some iron in the meantime then. In fact, we could probably empty out one of these chests. And make some more steam engines. Yeah, we could make 60, I suppose. And then we're going to need some stone to make the boilers with. Do we have stone coming in anywhere up here, or is it not being smelted this way? Okay, so that's exoskeletons, that'll make us run faster. Energy shields for some defense. See, this is where logistics would come into their own, because I could actually get the stone that I want brought to me. But not to worry, we can't do it just yet. So, where is the raw stone? There it is. If I grab that, for 60 boilers we're going to need a lot. Off the top of my head I can't remember how much. That means we need more iron as well, so I think we're just going to have to leave that pocket crafting for now. Let's grab some more iron. And while we wait for those to build, let's run over here and start setting up a bigger power area. So some of these are mining out as well, which means that we're going to want to do something about this, maybe tap all the rest of this at this point, because we can always filter it in through our different areas. But there's no need to having that there, no need having that there. This one, it's got a little while left, but this one is run out. But if we run over here, what do we have in terms of stuff over here? Well, more lights wouldn't be a bad thing. And we're starting to see some fairly large attacks coming in as well, so I think getting our turrets down sooner rather than later would be a good plan for that. Been a bit of a mishmash episode this one really, but let's see. I think what we're going to want to do is just temporarily set up a couple of assembling machines and tell them to make... yeah, tell them to make steam engines. Tell this to make... that's not good. So that was almost the end of us. Where have they come in from? Have they just run it from the top somewhere? Did they come in from this wall over here? I can't tell. Well, either way, I think we are going to have to abandon this plan for a second, because it's just not safe enough to operate around here without armour. These things are almost out of ammo, so let's top these up. And if we've got some walls, I think it'd be a good plan to put some walls down around here as well. And let's heal these up at the same time. So let's run somewhere a little bit safer. Grab the engine units that we know are being produced at the moment, because they should actually be done at this point, and that will allow us to build our armour, and then we can have a bit more protection when we're walking around in that quite dangerous area up there. $18, I've got 2 already, 20, brilliant. So power armour is going to be constructed after all of this. So let's cancel out a load of these, because really for the amount that we're making we're going to want to automate that anyway. We're only taking another 30 seconds or so before that's done, but let's just set up a very, very rough and ready temporary structure there. So this is going to make our boilers, and our boilers take pipes and stone furnaces. So we're going to need two there. Hook these up. Give this a chest. Do I have a spare chest anywhere? Yes. And we're dropping things there because we've just got no space in the inventory. Now, I can see that things are being damaged, so we're just suffering constant attacks over here, which means we probably need to go take care of those. Yeah, 'cause got one just attacking the... Right, well that's a bit of a pain. Okay, well we've now got power armor, so let's put the power armor on, if I can find it. I can't find it. Where's it gone? I have gone completely blind to the power armor. Probably because it's not in my inventory, it's by there. So, if we move this to here, grab the power armor, put the power... and that thing's starting to explode. Put the power armor on instead. One of the nice things about improving armor is you get extra inventory slots, so that will allow us to pick all this up again. We'll have to come back to this in a moment. So what has exploded is just the steam engine for now. So can we make any laser turrets? No, because we need steel. In that case, let's grab some steel on the way and pocket craft some laser turrets, because I don't think I've actually got them being automated anywhere. So I can make 5, that will have to do for starters. And we want to make a personal robot port, which requires more steel again, so I think we might end up... what do we want to do? This actually got me at a bit of a loss for words this time. So let's replace that damaged one there. We need to work out where they're coming from really, so I think we want to put a defensive structure around here, because that will lock them out, and we can line that with laser turrets. Do we have enough walls to do it? Not quite, but it's a good start. So this will be our heavily defended power generation area. And I know that's not as many turrets as I would like initially, but as we build some more, we can always place some more down. And we're going to need some power lines for these as well. Which we might lose that laser turret before it even gets completed. Let's hook that up to the grid. There you go, that's taking care of them for now. So in the meantime, let's go back and actually connect these up properly. So take this one out. Take that to there. This can come down. There you go. Because we want to be as space efficient as we can be with these things. And let's heal up that one as well. So we know they seem to be coming in at this point, and we've got the big open gap there anyway. So let's protect this for the time being. And we can now start to lay out some of our, a little bit more secure at this point, steam engines. Which of course that doesn't now fit for, so put that there instead. So I'm a little bit quiet at the moment, so I'm just lost in thought, trying to figure out actually how I want to go about doing this. I think that these sections can come out a little bit. We'll move the radar to somewhere a little bit more appropriate so it's not blocking the way. And we'll fill in that space as well in a moment. So I've run out of engines before I was expecting to there. What's going on? Oh, because those three would be in the middle of that. That's fine. So take these back out. Right, so how would we normally do this? We're going to need some pumps, but that's not the easiest thing to do with that by there. So, Okay, well I think we're going to wrap the episode up there. It's been a very disjointed one. It's not what I intended to do, but obviously the aggression of these bases has been a little bit more than I expected. I think between episodes I'm going to go in and clear out a few things, tidy up a few things up, and I'll make all the bits we need to actually finish this section off, and then next time we can have a go with personal roboports and starting to get the logistics network set up. So that's it for now. Come back next time, and I'll see you later.